Dear friends, all this time in my videos I was telling what to do, how to do exercise, what food to eat and all this. Today in this special video I am telling you what not to do. What not to do, right? So do's and don'ts. See, it's very important that we should know what are things we should do. And equally rather more important to know what things we should not do. We should not do, right? So let me tell you what the things we are not supposed to whenever you see an accident case on the roads, right? So what happens, we have gone right from our childhood, we have been programmed like anything. Whenever we see any accident cases on the road, immediately we'll rush, we'll take some water, just put it on the face of the patient, or you will just lift him up and start pouring water into his mouth forcefully. See, if patient is awake, that's different story. If the patient is unconscious, or if he's in subconsciousness, or he's not fully awakened, right? If he is partially conscious, then what happens? If you pour the water forcefully, the water instead of entering the stomach, there are chances that it may enter the lungs, right? All of you know how much problem if the water enters the lungs. It's as well as drowning, right? So if the water enter into the lungs, that will cause what is called as pneumonia, aspiration pneumonia. If that is the case, there will be a lot of problem. You may lose the patient also. So please, for God's sake, don't ask the patient to drink the water when he is unconscious or subconscious, even semi-conscious. Even otherwise, what I suggest to you is you can just sprinkle some amount of water on his face, put some water on his head or something like that. But no, don't ever put the water into his mouth forcefully. Even if he's awake, also don't do. The second reason why I'm not telling you to not to give any food or any drink to the patient who has got accident, especially being an orthopedic surgeon, I've seen so many cases wherein the patient might have had open fractures, that is fracture with bleeding, or major bone fractures, where we have to immediately take for surgery. If that is the case, what happens? Everybody wants to show their love or their care, everybody's anxiety. Somebody will bring water, somebody will give juice, somebody will give ORS, and they want immediately the patient should become alright, feed him something or all those things. Please don't do all those things, because once there is need for emergency surgery, patient has to be in nilper only for 4 to 6 hours. There should not be any stomach any food in the stomach. If that is the case, then only we can take the patient for your emergency surgery. Otherwise, what happens, if you take the patient with the full stomach, there are chances that once again that aspiration pneumonia can occur. The contents in the stomach can come out and enter into the lung, then can cause problem, right, during the surgery when we give anesthesia. So that is the reason, whenever you see a victim, road traffic accident victim, please don't give anything to eat or drink. Let him be nilper orally. Let him not take anything. So this is very, very important clue you should follow, especially places like India where a lot of road traffic accidents are occurring, right? So please don't do such things, right? So I've done so many, more than 250 videos giving such beautiful health tips which are very, very useful to the public. Please do subscribe my channel and forward this to your family and friends. All the best.